Hi everyone! So today we're going to be doing some tendus / turnout exercises. So in the last video I talked a lot and it was mainly about posture and how to stand in first position and how to carry your arms and how to carry the body. And you're going to use all those tips. I'm not going to re-explain them, so go back to the other video, do all those warm-ups and plies, and then we're going to get right into the next exercise. So we're going to stand first position, again using all the techniques I talked about in the previous video, and we're going to tendu forward. Now when you're tenduing forward, you don't want to sickle your foot. This is when your heel drops. So you want to keep the heel pushed way, way, way forward. Now, the other thing you want to focus on is your hip, your supporting hip. You don't want to sink into this hip. This is supposed to be nice and strong. It's supposed to support you. So what you're going to do, tendu forward, lower the heel. You're going to lower the heel and push it just maybe a couple millimeters more forward than it would if you let it fall naturally. So push it forward just a little bit. You don't want to push too far because that would strain your knees and you would strain your supporting hip. You just want to push it forward just a teeny bit to feel the stretch in your legs, turning out your legs. And then come back to tendu and back to first. We're going to do that en croix, which is front, side, back, and side, means crossed motion. So then we're going to go to the side, same thing. Tendu forward, keeping this hip nice and still. Don't sickle and then don't turn your foot forward. Tendu, lower the heel, push it forward just a couple of millimeters. Come back up to tendu, make sure you're rolling the foot off the floor and coming back to first position. Again, we're going to go to the back, tendu. Don't push the back of the foot. You want to keep your foot actually facing down now, but still turned out. Lower the heel, come back up, and first position. This knee should be relatively straight the entire time. It shouldn't bobble around. Again, this side is supposed to support you. And then we'll go back to the side to finish it off. 5, 6, 7, and 8. We'll do that 2 times en croix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll turn around and you'll do it to the left. I'm not going to show the left. Again, I explained that in the previous video because I want to keep these videos short and concise. So moving on, that's our turnout / tendu exercise. We're going to do another one. We're actually going to stand parallel, but our feet are going to be a little past shoulder width apart. You don't want them to be too huge and you don't want them to be too little. So just a couple inches past shoulder width. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put your heel forward, one heel. Again, don't push it too far because you'll strain your knees. Push it forward, back, outward, here, and back. So this time we're going to be pushing our heel outward and back. This will help open up your hips' range of motion. Even though you never want to turn in this way when you're doing any ballet moves, this will help open up the hips both forward here and behind. So we're going to do this 8 times each foot. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 8, and then we'll switch it. You can do the other side. So it'll go heel in, and here, heel out, and here, heel in. Now again, you want to keep whatever your supporting side is completely sturdy. You don't want this foot to bobble with your working foot. Okie doke. That's our second turnout exercise. Again, keeping everything nice and strong, using the same posture that I talked about in the previous video. And then we're going to do just one plain tendu exercise. So we're going to stand first position. The stripes in the back of our knees are opening forward and trying to touch. Arm can stay out on our hip, or it can open with our lead in our music, 7 and 8 to second position. I know you can't really see it because I cut off the top of my body. So we're going to do tendu 1 and plie. tendu, 2, and plie, 3, and plie, and 4, come back to the first. Now this can be done really nice and slow. This is really focusing on opening up your hips and working on your turnout. Same to the side. 1, and demi-plie, 2, demi-plie, 3, demi-plie, keeping everything tight, 4, and back. Back, demi-plie. Make sure both hips open. You don't want to do one leg or the other. Demi-plie, 3, 4, 5, 6, last one, 7, come back to first, 8. Then back to the side, 2, 3, 4, again, peeling the foot off the floor, 5, 6, 7, and back, and finish. And when you finish, make sure your chin is up and you're looking nice and out over in this direction away from your bar. Again, you can't see me because I cut off the top of my body. And then you'll reverse that, so left side it'll be the same thing, tendu 1, and demi, 2, demi, 3, demi, 4, and here, demi. All the way en quad, just one time. So those are some 3 exercises to do. They focus a lot on opening up the hips, turnout, which comes from the hips, and working on your turnout and the technique for your turnout. So again, a couple of tips: sliding forward with the heel, pushing the heel forward, never ever sinking, keeping the supporting hips strong, never falling. And then with this one, never letting this side come with it, especially on this one. Don't stick, the bum out very far. This is just to open up the hips, keeping this side strong, only focusing really on your working hip. And then on your last exercise, opening up both knees nice and far. You don't want to push your knees forward. You want your knees to go over the toes every time. Opening the hips every single time in your plie, especially to the back. Really pushing the feet into the floor. Alrighty guys, happy dancing!